Established at 2304. Planck functions indicate hold.
Relative flux at 10,000.
Interferometer interfaces stage 3.
Transmission matrix coordinates in 30 seconds.
Computer, analog signal steady speed 2304. Action.
Hi, my name's Harry Walia. I'm a Canadian ultralight flight instructor and based off a small airport called Baldwin, just north of Toronto. And with this video, I just wanted to put some photos and videos together to go over what I have been flying, what I started my flying career with, and just to share my experience and my journey into aviation. Well, my flight training originally was mostly on Challenger 2 ultralight, and once I got comfortable to a point where I was about to solo, I came across something on Kijiji website, and it really looked like something interesting, and I ran it over to through my instructor to get his opinion on what he thinks about this airplane. So my first airplane ended up being a single seat tail dragger with a half Volkswagen based global engine, and it was in a pretty decent shape, recently restored by an older gentleman who was getting out of flying due to his age and health issues. So within a matter of days I ended up trailering it to the airport, put it together, and there was an airplane that was ready for my first flight. Here's a short video, and the only video I have of that Super Pelican. Before I did my solo flight, I did a number of crow hops on it in winter when it was on skis, and that was giving me a very comfortable feeling in terms of directional control and being a tail dragger and whatnot. After that I went through a couple of Challengers, so this was the first Challenger that I had, my second Challenger, and lots of fun, lots of airtime with it. Being a versatile kind of ultralight, I had it on skis in winters and wheels in summer. Did had a partnership in Super Decathlon. I was trying to get some of basic aerobatics training just for my own safety, my own comfort. A nice high performance airplane, if you want to call it. Just gave me a good feel for aviation. After that I bought a J6 Karatu, which is right in the middle in this photo, on one of the lake. This was when my son started flying with me. You can tell he was pretty young that time. Now he stands taller than me. But this thing was a J6 Karatu with a EA81 Subaru, a very nice performer. Came across one project, Challenger 1. My daughter named it 1 because turned out a single seat airplane, one seat, and while we were restoring it in my garage, she said, "Oh, that's a 1." So, and somehow that name stuck to it. Was pretty clean, very honest flyer, no bad habits, and I had great fun with it for one summer and one winter. This was my first so-called like an aircraft, a 600 with a C90, and another Challenger I went through. There's few random photos of us flying, again, not in a particular timeline, but here's my second Zen Air product that I owned, a 601, which got titled as a Flying Monkey, and this name just stuck to it, and now all the planes that I own after that were all in the series of Flying Monkey. Here's a replica of a Fokker 7, I believe, that we own at Baldwin. Another shot of Flying Monkey, the original one. Actually had fun with this. This was a 601 HD with a 80 horsepower 912. Here's a shot of a Chinook that I flew for a bit, and just loved the visibility. Another Challenger that I bought, and basically it was a fixer-upper project. Got that done. Here's a nice shot of Flying Monkey right on Frozen Lake, Lake Simcoe. There's the monkey in the middle with 4 other Challengers. That was a beautiful day to go flying. So we were about 6 airplanes in a formation. We flew to a couple of airports, then decided to stop on Cooks Bay on Lake Simcoe. Alright, I'll quickly wrap it up. Basically, you know, Challenger's been a good part of my flying career. Awesome airplanes. Here's another shot of Kilo Echo Tango that I owned for about a year. Merlins, another great flying airplane. We have a couple at Baldwin. This one's one of my students up in Muskoka region. This was last year, 2019's winter flying. Another airplane that's a highlight at Baldwin is this Savage Cub. It's got a 100 horse 912. It's primarily used for recreation or sometimes for tail wheel checkouts. It's beautiful, awesome flying airplane. Again, another airplane that I owned for a very short while in between was this Rance S6 Coyote. Again, a very nice flyer, roomy. The only reason I think I didn't like it was switching back to a 2-stroke after flying a 4-stroke for a while was a little bit challenging. Here's a 701 with A65. Again, I owned it for a little bit, but now, right now, one of my older student slash friend owns it, and he flies it every day he could. This is a little different. This was out of the territory of ultralights. I bought this with the dream of cruising places and going places. This thing is a CH250 that would do 140 miles flat out any day. Here's a photo of that plane after we had a restoration and a good paint job done. Again, it was a beautiful airplane, but again, not for my mission for now. It was freaking heavy. To operate on a grass runway, to push it out in and out of a hangar was such a challenge. But great plane. Another shot of a few of us flying together on one great flying winter flying day. I think that we were again 7 or 8 planes that day together. Hit a couple of spots for coffee and breakfast on the lakes. Another shot with my son on the controls. We flew in, this was a Flying Monkey 2 as an Air 701. Again, our Savage Cub on the lake, and I believe this was all 2019 January, around that time. The lake was frozen, but this was the day this photo was taken. It was a warm day, so the top surface of the lake was just melting. It froze again after, but just gave that nice glassy surface to land on. A few shots of 701 project, or 701, and basically this is what I fly now. It's a CH601 UL with 80 horsepower under the cowl. It's an all-metal aircraft with side-by-side seating. Here we just have it ready on skis, just ready for winter flying. Hopefully we'll get some days with some snow on the ground or on the lakes to go and have some fun. I hope you'll like this video. Please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I definitely hope to bring in some nice videos for you next.